Okay, I've been sick, so forgive me if my voice cracks or goes out. We'll see. I didn't have to work anymore because the rappers started sampling Rick James. Right after I did the song, I said, hey, I gotta pay Rick for this. MC Hammer. One ought not to go to cadavers to study life. Carl Jung. Number 1, Cheena, the creator. It is the keyboard which has already sampled the letter that rapture houses in daily revolutions as skies dump their windows on us accountably. The archetype blocks itself out after tucking twilight in. A great woman who used a dragon to travel remains unrecognized and asks $1 out of every thunderstorm. The field constantly limits itself by arousing its underpants as underground the soil's duration climbs fences and continues past the highway. You correlate wisdom. Had days not lined up outside food trucks, there would only be time. I will add in the echo, but it won't be mine. The archetype blocks itself out as the day becomes senator to measurement. Days, like popular food, the hunger for ceaselessness gave dreams to harmony, which in turn has written plenty of letters to us to sample here under the tap dancing of these fingers. Turning the field into a wall uncovers the hidden. Do not act, she says. Do not act, she dismisses. For electric recognition is best when ordered as an outlet. Rare, well done, she says. Obvious doubt exerts influence without conscious effort. Temptation is only a brake mechanic. A solar panel demands blamelessness and highlights the echo. Chance only locates how many miles ahead the next location is. Naming the location is an act of violence, and respect is an act of violence. And statues are violence, acting as stillness. I'll add in the reverse from over 30 years ago, and we can watch calf and quad align to solve the necessity of calculus, dividing. The inner view always gathers its 5-4 decision after calling the memory of its friends' statements. Who knew we would end up paying with stalks, and who exactly made a popsicle out of destiny? Titanic aspirations are plateaus that sell precipitous falls at happy hour prices. A headless dragon still has more ideas than a caged chicken kept in the dark. It is the keyboard that makes crisp edits of its grandparents' figures, of its links that linger. Monk had fingers for days, and we long for eras we've yet to dance through. Who can touch the super freak while pretending to nail the king? Sorry. This is actually the prologue. So I'm like Tarantino movies. These general considerations, and tonight this bourbon forgoes supplies. Tonight the iPod, a non-rational residuum. Tonight is tomorrow already. Explanation hides its substructure. The hexagram is for tattooing. The hexagram tattoos lines on history that encage sentimentality and thus must be altered to reflect the posts of absurdity gathering rust. The tattoo then proves rust ensues the body. And reading to your friends at small gatherings where eventually everyone is dancing to at least a record. If we're in the middle, we fall together and stay there. Like my name keeps still and arouses an inner truth. You are a line. I am a line. We are a trigram, come together to form a group of lines that can easily be made into a tattoo etched after dancing in a dinner party. This place breathes its mortar into everywhere, as does a rule. Break all of it, paint over it. Contradistinction and proximity try so hard not to lie. I can only paint over everything because there is no room left in any of the cemeteries. Stack us and peel the frames of the mausoleums back so that we can see what we'd rather forget. I was a line. You were a line. We are refreshed and only appear to be the same screen. These general considerations are supplies that forego tonight, and this bourbon is already tomorrow, tonight, a non-rational residuum which hides its own explanation of how we got here. Number 12, P, stand still. It's tough to compete with a cat, let's be honest. Cats are awesome. You think years pass on zeniths and carriages of autumnal decay. I sit on a folding chair that gives up daily as it judges itself. The steel, cold to skin, the communion benumbed, revenues permission no matter. I've made appointments with standstill. The doctor is always running late up the stairs, down again. The doctor running away, unavailable to live up to his fundaments when cutting its ribbon grass. Only appointments, if only temptable dazzling. You'll need a change purse of perseverance and a wallet of songs to pinch between your pocket and the dance. You were inferior before the spectacle shook the ground shaking with good fortune. Grass as useless as money. How is it time undergoes its right man with a frequency like that, enjoying how we get here by being darted over to theirs office, like that shameful bear's search for forgotten fish skeletons. Down with the decay of these zeniths, blessing the partaking and laughing at how this stagnation brings so many cars across that river. You have tied both legs, making them one, tied both legs with clusters of berry shoots, desecrating the partaking and laughing at how this stagnation brings so many rivers across these cars. Question, what if I should fail? What if I should fail? I'm glad to be able to count influences. Rarely does what's above look up. Confusion has put everything in order, and anxiety has banished stillness to a mountain, and rarely does what's above look up. So